Live from the campus of Washington and Lee University, this is a Channel 18 Rockbridge News Update.
Good afternoon and welcome to today's Rockbridge Report Live News Update. I'm Crawford Humphreys. Calls for Virginia Governor Ralph Northam to resign continue to rise today. It has been 4 days since his controversial yearbook photo showing a man in blackface and another in a KKK robe was uncovered. CNN reporter John Lawrence brings us up to speed on the story.
The state's Democratic governor, Ralph Northam, says he needs time to decide if he'll step down after a racist photo was recently discovered on his 1984 medical yearbook page.
He cannot effectively govern. He needs to leave.
Northam first apologized, but quickly took that back, saying he wasn't in the photo. That flip-flop drew criticism from some.
The president has said he thinks it's unforgivable, it's unconscionable. Or you can go back to his tweet and his words that this person apologized and then said, gee, it wasn't me, I didn't do it.
Northam has some supporters who say there's been a rush to judgment.
One, he says he wasn't in that picture. Two, I think we ought to fairly ask him, did he know the picture was on his page of that yearbook? And then three, really he ought to be judged in the context of his whole life.
The good that he's done for the Commonwealth to date is going to win itself out if he's allowed to continue as governor.
If Northam resigns, he will be the first governor in state history to do so. I'm John Lawrence reporting.
President Trump was originally scheduled to give his second State of the Union address 11 days ago. It was rescheduled for tonight due to the government shutdown. President Trump will be giving his new agenda in light of Democrats taking control of the U.S. House of Representatives. CNN's Tom Foreman takes us on a virtual tour of what to watch for tonight.
Watch this area down here. That's where the Supreme Court is seated. Remember, President Trump has already appointed 2 justices. Their decisions in the past, their decisions in the future are of interest to every person in this chamber. Also, watch over here. There's always attention on the area where the First Lady is seated. The White House traditionally uses this to bring guests in they want to honor or who somehow illustrate a point the president is going to make. Now, bear in mind, the Democrats can bring guests too to draw attention to their concerns, and they will. On the subject of gun control, you can expect to see a survivor of the Parkland school shooting in the audience out here. On the issue of immigration, you can expect to see a woman who tried to cross the border. She was separated from her child by U.S. agents. And on the issue of the government shutdown, yeah, there will be some workers who were furloughed during that time.
Former Michigan State University President Lou Anna Simon was in court today as part of the school's ongoing sex abuse scandal. Simon is free on bond after pleading not guilty to charges of lying to police during the sex abuse investigation of former USA Gymnastics and MSU doctor Larry Nassar. Simon is accused of making false or misleading statements about the case. Simon stepped down last January amid criticisms for how she handled the investigation. The Coast Guard seized more than 17 tons of cocaine off the coast of Florida today. Coast Guard Commander Michael Sharp attributed the bust to the dedication of his sailors.
The Coast Guard cutters were able to conduct 21 separate interdictions, yielding 35,000 pounds of cocaine that you see on deck today, with a wholesale value of $466 million.
Virginia State Police are in mourning after one of their troopers was killed in a drug raid Monday night. Authorities say Trooper Lucas Dowell was assisting with a search warrant at a home in Cumberland County when someone inside the home opened fire. Dowell was shot and taken to an area hospital where he died from his injuries. Authorities returned fire, killing the suspect. No one else was injured. Dowell joined the Virginia State Police in 2014. The weather is warm and sunny here in Rockbridge, but in Washington State, there is plenty of snow, which a group of cops found out the hard way. Duval police officers responded to, quote, suspicious characters in a park, but were ambushed by snowballs upon arriving at the scene. The cops took out their SWAT shields, but were no match for the group of local kids and were forced to retreat. That's all for this live news update. Join us Thursday at 5 p.m. for the latest on Lexington's installation of new water lines downtown. For Rockbridge News anytime, log on to rockbridgereport.wlu.edu. I'm Crawford Humphreys. Thanks for watching.